Think your business is running efficiently? You might be leaving time and money on the table. In today's video, I'll show you how to review and optimize your entire system. If you're using automation or AI, we're going to show you how to unlock hidden growth opportunities and streamline your operations like never before. Don't forget, sign up for the free guide and 7-day challenge to learn how to scale your business with AI agents today. Let's get started. I'm going to show you the 5 different AI platforms I use on a daily basis and how it changes my life. To begin, make sure that you take a look at our AI Agents for Beginners guide down below. It's free, and really start exploring how you can change your business and your life. Now, as we go through these different tools, think about, what do you want to use AI for? This isn't substituting everything in your life, but this can really make you a superhero. This can scale your productivity and all of those things. So I'm going to show you what I use, and we'll talk about where we're using it in our business and so on and so forth. So the first one is Flow. Flow is a platform where you can do voice commands, and it allows you to use AI commands. You can use it in any browser, any tool, and this has really changed my productivity. Before, I would get really overwhelmed of just typing, and I have severe dyslexia, so I get confused very easily when I'm seeing a wall of text. So this allows me to respond back in an elegant way, and I use this all the time. It also keeps track of all of my streaks of how many words I'm creating, all of those different things. And so this has really been helpful for me. Every single day I use this. The second one would be Transcript.lol. And we use this not just for the transcriptions for the YouTube video, but this allows us to have different descriptions, different blog posts, and all those things. So when you log in, you're able to see what projects that you have. I can see what I have right here, what the speaking, the transcript. I have the insights right here. So what can I have? I can create 10 discussion questions based on the content. I can do YouTube descriptions, quotes, YouTube keywords, topics and bullets, email, newsletter, timestamps, threads for Instagram, and then titles to generate like variations of what it could be. So this is something that we use pretty often when we're generating content and from all of our YouTube videos. And this helps the team when we're creating newsletters. They don't have to reinvent the wheel. They can just go here and generate and then go from there. So we use this pretty much weekly. ChatGPT, I know a lot of people use this. We use this for our projects. So on the side, we have YouTube creation, sponsorship, the 12-week year, how we're tracking everything, automation and tasks, all of this stuff. We're constantly using this. I know a lot of people use artifacts and Claude as well. I really have been enjoying the projects, and yeah, this is what I usually use, and I throw these details into whatever other platform I'm using, such as Replit, that we'll talk about in a little bit. Active Pieces is similar to Zapier or Make or N8N. I've been using this platform for quite a few years. It's open source, and it's just been something that has been super simple. I have a lot of my automated tasks that go to me in Slack every morning. So it tells me what's going on in Stripe. It tells me what I should be filling out. And so this has just been a really good system for me, and I use it all the time. Tasha, I am surprised that I use this so much right now. It's a newer tool in the toolbox, but what I like about it is I can put our YouTube content in there, and then we get everything that we need and schedule very easily in this platform. I mentioned in other videos, I still love repurpose.io. Shout out to Hanny over there. But I have found this is just very easy. It's lightweight to get in the flow and just build and put out content. And our clips have been doing pretty well from this format. It's not the best. I still think Opus Clip has the best clips that it takes, but this gets us over 80% of the way there. And so this is what we decide to use. This also leads me into what's my favorite IDE or development environment using AI agents. And it's probably a mixture between Lovable and Replit, depending on what I'm trying to build. And we're going to come out with some other platforms that we're trying out, like Data Button and others. But Replit, I like because number one, they have the new mobile app if I want to code. But honestly, I like the experience when we're building. It's everything contained. I can whip up a backend with it. I can deploy it if I want from Replit, and they're just really doubling down, tripling down on making this accessible for a lot of people to build their own application. I'm pretty interested what they're going to be doing. I've used them for years. You can look at my other channel, and I've been talking about them since 2021. They've come a long way, and they're kind of just having a breakout year. So I think it's going to be one of those platforms that are going to really take off. Along with a IDE that I like, I would say Lovable probably has one of the craziest communities where people are just really building and doing some incredible things. I would really highly recommend people check out Lovable of just how easy it is to build. And that's these are the ones that I use constantly that I just keep rotating over and over again. Again, for me, I went a couple hours and went past my free version. I'm like, I need to go pro with Flow. Like this is something that I use so often. I forgot how much like it has impacted my workflow. Transistor, I think it's probably one of my favorites to do summaries. And along with that, I'd probably go with Notebook LM has been really interesting as well, where you can create podcasts off of the different things that you're reading. I did that with Sponsorship Magnet. I didn't have time to read it on the plane, so I threw this in as a podcast, wrote down notes, and then I went back into the book and wrote some more notes from there. But this really helps you to get a lot of the overview of whatever you're reading. Thought that was a really interesting use case as well. So that's another tool that I really like using, but I don't use it daily like Whisper and Transistor and Replit to create different repls. Anyway, if you like these tools, you want me to talk more about them, show more use cases, we're going to be live streaming, we're going to be creating more content, and I might start building other apps to show you how we're building micro apps around our just productivity or life and what you could do for business. So if you like these kind of videos, you like these tools, want to learn more how you could implement them into your own business or life, let me know in the comment section down below. We'll create more content for you. Make sure you like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video.